Mic 1 2. So hello everyone, I am here for you today to discuss the DoublyLinkedList operations and also his Minobis operations. So before I start, I am Kenneth Itang. I am a second year college from University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu and Mandawi. And also good morning to my instructor na si Miss Jessica Cortez Reyes. So here I am today prepared some programs to you, and also I prepared three programs of the doubly linked list operations, or the activity that Miss Jessica gave to us. So as you can see in the in the monitor, first I had the node doubly linked list and also the trace doubly linked list. So as you can see, this node and doubly linked list is the pre-written class, and these two, and this doubly linked list is my main method. So first I'm gonna explain the node operate node Java. So first, public class node, or the backbone. So inside the public class node, inside the public class node there are some local variables, and that is the node next, node previous, and the int item. So that is the local variables where we need to call in the bottom. So right here in the bottom, the local variables, there are setters and getters. So the setters and getters so we need to set each of those local variables and give them some value. So as you can see, public node int item, so this item equals to item. So this public node int item, so we put the node inside of the item, we put the item inside of node. So the item will be in the node, and we will call it in the next operations later. So and next, public void set item and also int item. So this item equals to item. So next is public int get item. So we'll use the get item to return that item. So next is the instantiate the value of the next and previous. So as you can see, public void set next and node. So this here is we will instantiate the values of the next and previous. So this program, the public void set next, so we were instantiating the values of the next and the previous. So that's the first pre-written class. So next I will explain to you the second pre-written class. So, okay, wait a minute guys. So this is the second pre-written class. So as you can see, the dynamic class is import java.util.asterisk. So this is my public class doubly linked list. I named it after my file. So next is the private node head and the private node tail. So these the local variables. So we including the node to get the reference of head and tail from the previous code. So we are using the private because we want this to be a global variable which every method can access or use it. So guys, you could understand it very clearly until we ended this video, how important how to use the local variables. So this is the constructor, the public doubly linked list. This is the constructor. So assigning the head and tail to null and to instantiate its value. So as you can see, this is where we call the local variables. So before we start, we will be instantiating the head and tail to null. So second, so next, so we program that private scan equals to new scan system that in. So this this globe this scanner is a global scanner. It is because we indicate it as private so that the public method can use it. So, and also we use the scanner because for the following methods are asking to prompt something to store because those values in some of the variables. So that's the purpose of the scanner, because some of the method asking to prompt. So as you can see that later we will use the scan. So next will be here the method for adding item to the head. So as you can see, public void add to first. So this is the first menu based operation. So you will see the output later if we finish or I finish explaining it to you. So first the add to first. So inside the public void add to first will prompt or system.out.print enter item. So the system will ask you what item you will enter. So before that will happen, we will storing the item to the new node, we'll give item some value. So as you can see, int item equals scan that next int. So as you can see, I explained that before that we use the scanner for the following methods are asking to prompt. So as you can see, this int item equals scan that next int. So that here or this here asking to prompt. So next, so node add node equals new node item. So this is the storing the item to the new node, which is the add node. So the item now is now in the add node. So we will use the add node to the other method so that we could use it. So next is this area here. If the if head equals to null and tail equals to null. So this the area where we could check if the value of head and tail is null. So if it's empty, then it will go out in if and proceed to else condition. So as you can see, our head or and tail is not null, so we will proceed to the else condition. So head.set previous add node. So first the value of head is null. So we set the previous value so it will not null anymore. So as you can see, head.set previous add node. So we put some. So as you can see, the add node has an item or a value. So that's why the head set previous has a value of it now, so it will not null. And next is the add node that set next equals to head. So the add node has a value item. So we interchange them and the program is add node that sit next head. So the head now has a reference. So as you can see, the reference of the head is now as you can see, the head has now reference or has a value, and that is the add node. So next the head equals to add node. So right now the head is equals to item stored or inputted. So if we show it in our output later, then you will understand that how it works, this public void add first. So next, public void add to last. So it is the same of the add to first, but there are something that very complicated, so I will explain it to you. So public void add to last. So as you can see, guys, I am so sorry that I prepared a lot of comment because I easily forgot what I can say, and especially when I am talking in English. So I add some comment here so that I could not forget of what to say. So you can see there's a lot, and I am so sorry, but before that I'm gonna start. So again, inside of the public void add to last. So this area if is where we could check if the head and null, if the head are null and the tail are null. So this is where we could check. So if it's not empty, then we will go out in this if condition and proceed to the else. So and if it's true, then if it's empty the null and tail, then we will call the add to first method in order to have it a value. As you can see here, add to first, so we'll call it the first method. So right now the head and tail has a value, so we'll proceed to the else condition. So the inside of the else condition we will prompt. So as you can see, system.out that print enter item again. So before we enter item, we need to put some value of the item. So int item equals scan that next int, so we're scanning the item. So next is storing the item to the new node, which is add node. So as you can see guys, we did the same thing of to the add first and also add the last. So as you can see, node add node equals to new node item. So we store the item into the new, we store the item to the add node. So now the add node has a value. So tail that sit next. So as you can see, the tail is null, and the next and the sit next, and we set the next to item. So the tail will have the value of add node or the item. So next is the add node. So add node that sit previous or the add node has a value. So the add nodes setting the previous, the tail will setting the previous or giving the previous and a value so that it will not be a null. So right here the tail was null pa, and next is tail equals to add node. So as you can see right now the tail is not a null anymore because we add the add node, which is the item. So for example, if we had a 10 add node, then the tail will equals to 10 because the add node restored to the tail. So as you can see here, right? Yeah, that's the purpose of the add to last. And next is the public void remove from last. So method to delete or remove head or the first item. So before you, so I know guys na lisod pa kayo sa understand kay wala pa na output, but later on we'll output it or run the code. But before that, I'll just explain it to you. So this public void remove from last. So again, this if condition is where we check if the head and tail is null. So if it's the head and tail are null, then it will prompt the list is empty. But if it's not null, then it will go out in the if condition and proceed to the else condition. So next, for example, we have 10, 15, 20 off to the head, and the head is the 10. So before that, this program shows the head that get next means we change the head value, which is 10 to 15. So the new head is 15. So as you can see here, head equals to head that get next. So it means that we exchange the value of the previous head to the next head. So right now the next head, so right now, So right now the new head is 15. So here, and so next is head that set previous to null. So right here we set the previous head into null. So as you can see right there, 10, 15, 20. So that is the first example. So 10, 15, and we want the 10, we want the 10 to remove from first. So if we or you to want the remove the 10, so we'll set it the 10 equals to null. So the new output right there now is 15, 20, since the 10 is null and it will not printed. So as you can see right here, 10, 15, 20 equals to 10, and so equals to null. So we set the 10 to null. So the expected output there is the 15, 20, because since the head or the previous head is now null and it will not printed because it's null. So next guys, hoping that you could understand me. But next, method to delete or remove from tail or the last item. So right here guys is the same from remove from first, but there are some cases na mausab na siya nausab, pero it's easy to understand because it's the same from remove from first. So and then is the so next is will be go back to the will go in the public void remove from last inside, and as you can see, checking if the head and tail again if it's empty. So if it's empty, the prompt will prompt if the list is empty. So as long as the head or tail has a value, then it will not be empty. So we'll go out to that if condition again, and we will go inside to the else condition. So next, so as you can see, I given you some example 10, 20, 30. So the 10 here is 30. So as you can see guys, I prepared some like this so that you could understand, so that you will easily understand right here 10, 20, 30. So as you can see, I go if it's the 10 is head, so the tail is 30. So right now we want to remove the right now next is the tail will be 20, because we will set the value of tail to null instead of 30. So right now the next, so the previous value of tail will now 20, the next value is 20, because we will set it to null the previous tail. So but it will not consider the as reference. So next is tail that get previous that sit next. So now the tail get previous was set next and stored the tail get next. So but it will not be a reference. So next is tail is given reference as the previous value of the original. So as you can see here, tail equals to tail get previous. So this tail will become null, but it's not initialized as the previous value. So as you can see guys, it is hard to understand without the output, but when we put the output, then we could understand what is the output and what is the purpose of this remove from last. So as you can see guys, as you can see, it's very complicated, but yeah, I will explain it again. So tail that get previous that sit next. So the tail previous what was set to sit next. So the previous tail, the 20 was set next to the was sit to next set to next, and also the tail get, and store the tail get next inside of the set next. So but it will not considered as reference, as you can see, guys. And next is tail is given reference as the previous value of the original. So the reference here is the previous one. So the new tail will be 20, because right there is that the 30 we made it as null. So that's all for the remove from last. So next is the public void delete a node. So this is the method to delete an items in the list that you want or wish to delete. So as you can see, guys, as I speak earlier, that if condition checking if head or and tail are null. So if it's null, then it will go inside of the condition and it will prompt the list is empty. So as far as we know that the head and tail is not null, then we'll proceed to the what you call this, we'll proceed to the next condition. So right here, node current equals to node. So we are initializing the value of our head as to current. So next is where we are making a prompt statement that will ask if you wish to delete an item. So example, if we have 10, 15, 20 and you wish to delete the 15, so the 15 will be the items that will be deleted, because that's what you deleted or want to delete. So before that, we will set the item some value. So int item equals to scan that next int. So first condition, if it meets the condition, then it will remove from first. If the condition didn't meet, then we will proceed to the next condition. So if as you can see, guys, if item equals to head that get item, so as you can see, what we want is that our item right now is 15. So is it equal to 10, the head get item? So the head, so item right there is equals to 15, because that is what you want to delete it, or what we want. And the head and the value of head is 10. So is it equal? So not, right? So if it's equal, then it will remove from first, but it's not equal, then it's false, then we'll go out in this condition and proceed to the next condition. So next is second condition. So in this, as you can see, the condition didn't meet again. Then we will proceed to the last condition. Then we will proceed to the last condition, or the else statement. So if it's meet the condition, then it will remove from last. As you can see, guys, the same from the first condition, the F. So is it true? Else if, so item equals to tail that get item. So as you can see, guys, the value of the item here is 15, and the value of 20 and the value of tail is 20. So is it equal? False. Then it will go out of the loop, condition, and proceed to the else condition. So right here, guys, the while. So the while current is not equal null, and current that get item is not equal to item. So right there, guys, it is the same to the if it's asking or checking if the current is not equal to null, and the current that get item is not equal to the value or the item. So if it's true, guys. So because the current is not equal to null, and the current that get item is not equal to item. So the current that get item equals to 5, 10. Oh yeah, 10, sorry, I mistake. 10, and here is 15. So the current is equals to 10, and the item equals to 15. So as you can see, it's true, right? Yeah. So we'll proceed to the proceed the condition. So as you can see, current equals to current that get next. So this right here is just like we are increment the value of its position. So the increment here is that we were like this, current plus plus, that is the increment, guys. So we are like incrementing here. So next is that current equals to 15. So as you can see, we set the current to equal the item. So as you can see, the current now is 15. So before the current was 10, but now it is 15 because we are incrementing it. So 10, 15, 20. So the output was 10, 15, 20. So if we wish to delete the 10 and current 15, no, sorry right there, guys, I gone. So we wish to delete the 15 and the current will be 10. So as you can see, P equals to 10 and Q equals to 20. So we made some node again. Node P equals current get previous and node Q equals current get next. So P that set next Q and Q set previous P. So we are swapping them the value in order to delete the items that we wish to delete. So guys, that is the purpose of the calling the node again and giving the value, and also we are set next the P and put the Q, and we put some Q that set previous and put the P in previous, so that the value will be swapping in order to delete the 15 or the items that we wish to delete it. So current is equals to null. So as you can see, guys, so node current equals to new node null. So right now the current is equals to null na. So that 15 will be deleted because it is equals to null. So when you print it, it will be 1020 because the 15 has been deleted. So the output here is the 1020 because the 15 has been, because the 15 has been deleted. So next, method that will insert an item after the item you have chosen. So this is the public void insert after. So inside of it, system.out.print, so it will prompt and also asking, and it will print the existing number. So before we enter some number, we will put some value of the old. So guys, as you can see, the int old is equals to scan dot next int. So that old has a value now. So for example, 5, 10, 15, that is the old output. So next is the 10, 15 blank 20. So as you can see, guys, this the example. So as you can see, the 10, 15 and blank. So that is this where we put the or insert the item that we want. So before that, system.out.print, and it will prompt enter to insert. Excuse me po, guys, sorry. System.out. So before that, we'll put some value of int of item. So we program int item equals scan that next int. So asking what is the value, will insert example 15. So 15 guys. The expected output is 5, 10, 15, 20. So you will see it later, guys. You see it later how it has done, or how it looks in the program if we run it. So just a minute lang, guys, we will proceed it later. So next, new node insert node equals new node item. So again, we make another node and we call it insert node, and that insert node has an item value in it. So node current equals to head. So we'll proceed to this loop, and this loop right here is checking if the current is not equal to null. So if it's true, then we will proceed to the if condition. So the old 10 is item. So guys, that the item that we want to insert after is that the 10. So if we want the 15, then the sorry guys, if we want to insert the 15, then the expected output here is the 5, 10, 15, 20. So we insert it after the 10. So the original output here is 5, 10, 20. So it's not null. So we'll proceed to the if condition. So right here we are checking if the current get item is equal to old, which is in the top. So if it's false, then we will proceed to the last, else which current equals the current get next. So as you can see guys, so the new current value is 10, so equals to node. So as you can see, the node is not what you call this, it's not equal to the current is not equal to old. So we will proceed right here. So not here guys, right here. So current is equals to current get next. So changing the current value to the next value. So if we are done here, so we need to go back from the if condition again to check it again until the condition met. So as you can see guys, the 5 here was changing into the 10. So current equals to current get next. So here is the current is equals to 5, then it will be 10. So we'll proceed to the top again. We'll go back to the top right here, while is not equal to null. So we'll go inside the if condition again. So current dot get item equals to 10, and equals to old, so it's true. So we'll proceed to the inside of the if condition. So if current equals to 10, if it's false, then we will proceed to the next condition, which is the else below of this condition. So as you can see guys, right here I'm gonna put the current was 10, and the tail equals to 20. So is it equals false? Then we will go here, this right now, this condition. So for else condition, so guys, the current is equals to 10, and the output is 5, 10, 20. So current that get next is 20, and then right here insert node is the 15, and here is 15. So guys, the current that get next is equals to 20, and the set we set the previous into and setting the previous and inserted the node equals to 15. So as you can see right here guys, so 5 is maka-access siya sa 10, and also it could also access to the, it will go back and forth to 10 and 20 here, right here. So next is the insert node that sit next current that get next. So 15. So as you can see guys, you can see right here that 5 has a reference of 10, and 10 has a reference of 5 and also to 20, and the 20 has a reference of 10. So right here, as you can see guys, this arrow, this right here is meaning as reference. So if just an example, So next is current that sit next insert node. So 15. So we'll given the current. I will set the current to the next or the insert node, which is 15. So as you can see guys, 15. So right here so insert node that set previous current. So as you can see, we are given the insert node as the we are given the insert node the reference to all. So as you can see right here, 5 has a reference of 10, and 10 has a reference of 15 and 5, and 15 has a reference of 10 and 20, and 20 has a reference of 15. So as you can see guys, it will be understandable if we run the code. So that is the next is the insert node that's it preview. So this is the output. So the expected output na is 5, 10, 15, 20, because we are done inserting the 15. So next is the the method that will search the position of the item that you want to search. So public void search item. So this is the method that will search the position of the item that you want to search. So again, if head equals to null and tail equals to null. So as you can see guys, if it's null, it will prompt the list is empty. So as long as it is not a null or has a value in it, then it will not be empty. So we will go out in this condition. So next is node current is equals to head. So as you can see, again assigning the head to the node current. So we are assigning the head to the new current or the node current. So again it will ask you or prompt you what you want to search. So before that, we will give in the item again some values. So int item equals to scan that next int. So for example right here guys, 10, 15, 20 is the output, and we want to find the 15. So right here, so the value of 15 will be stored at the item. So my storage array, so that it will be searched to the program or of the program. So in position 1. So right here is if checking if the current. So next is while current is not equal to null and current that bit item is not equal to head. As you can see guys, as I explained before, that right here is checking if the current is not equal to null and the current that get item is not equal to item. So if the condition is true, then it will be proceed. So then it is true because it's not equal to null the current, and the current that get item is not equal to item. So guys, so as you can see, the current extend is not equal to null 0. So true. And next is that the current is equals to 15. Is 15. Is it equals to sorry, the current get item is what's 10 and is equal to 15. True. It's not equal pala. It's not equal. Sorry guys. It's not equal. So as you can see, it's not equal. So true. So we'll proceed it inside. So as you can see, as my example here, 10, 15, 20. So as you can see, the purpose of this 1, 2, 3 is the position of this output. So the position of the current is 10 or 1 is the position of current is 1, next is the 15, and next is 20. So current equals to current that get next, and as you can see right here guys, position is incrementing. So as you can see, the position right here is equals to 1. So the position of the current is 1 because it is default. Then it is position plus or increment position because we are incrementing it. So if the question is false, then it will go back then increment again until it will meet the condition. So increment na siya, so we'll go back to current. So as you can see, the next is, you can see guys, ako pero balik sa diri sa babaw. So it was incrementing the position, then 15 is not equal to 0. So again, so next is 15 is not equal to 15, false, because it is equal. So we'll go inside the while loop or the while condition. So and then current is equals to current bit next. So as you can see, it's false. Then sorry guys, I'm sorry. So if it's false, then it will go out of the while loop, and then if the current is equal to null, then it will prompt the item does not exist anymore or no items is stored. So the current right now is equals to 15. So as you can see right here is false guys. So we will go out here the condition and we'll proceed with the checking na punta. So if the current is equals to null, then it will be print the item does not exist anymore. So as long as the current is not equal to null, then it will not be prompt the item does not exist. So then we will go out to this condition because we are done right there, because the current is not equal to null, so it's false. Then next, else is system that out the print ln current that get item plus is found at position plus position. So right here this program is that searching the position of the search item. So 15 guys, 15. So output executed research is in the position 3. So if we run it later on, then it will tell that the 15 is found at the position 2. Yeah. So next guys, the following methods here is where the display methods already printing the value of head and tail. So public void print head, system that out that print. So right here is the print head. Sorry guys, I'm gonna a little bit because my cough. So right here, the following methods here is for display the methods printing the value of head and tail. So public void head, so it will prompt head is plus head get item, and also here public void print tail, so it will prompt again tail is plus tail get item. So it will print the value of head and tail guys. So right here public void print forward, so this method to display or print the items in the list in forward direction. So guys, so our original input is 10, 15, 20, 30, right? So if we forward position it, then it will be same because it is forward. So as you can see right here, as you can see, original is 10, 15, 20, 30, and the forward right here is the forward position is 10, 15, 20. So that equals. So next is the print backward. So it is the same, but it isn't the forward, but the difference is that backward it is a backward. So method to display the print items in the list in backward direction. So if the original is 10, 15, 20, 30, then the backward position is 30, 20, 15, 20, and that is the print public void print backward. So as you can see guys, we are done to the two pre-written classes, which is node.java and the DoublyLinkedList Java. So we'll proceed to the main method. So right here guys, this DoublyLinkedList.java, this is our main method, our main class. So import import java.util, import java.util.asterisk. So public class this DoublyLinkedList. So call it this DoublyLinkedList. We name it as our file also. So right here again, guys, we are setting the DoublyLinkedList to private, so that it will be global object, so that we are calling the code scheme from the to execute the following code. So we are using this so that we will call the following codes inside here, to put it here inside the main methods, guys. So as you can see, we set it to private so that it will be global object. So next is the public static void mainstream arrays. So next, before that, we use the scanner again. Scan equals to new scanner, so we'll use this scan again. And next is the int number items, final int exit equals 0. So this is the local variable. So this local variable will use it to the other method to call it so that it will be given some values. So do while loop for the repetition of choices. So this right there, guys, this do while loop is the repetition of the choices. So as we speak repetition, then if we run it, for example, we choose 1, then it will repeat the choices after we choose. So we will show you that later if we run the code, guys. So next, so this right here is the methods that contains a switch in order to choose, and when the certain number is and chosen, that will execute a certain method that is called and backbone class or dynamic class or the pre-written class. So as you can see, guys, as I explained it ganihan, that there is a add to first, add to last, print head, print tail, print forward, print backward, remove from first, remove from last, insert after, delete a node, and search item. So this right here, guys, this right here is the pre-written class. So right here we called it here to our main class. So that is the purpose of right here, the global object. We use the DoublyLinkedList or DBL. So we use it here so that we call the program of the pre-written class to put it or store it into our main class. So next is method that contains all the statement prompts that will serve as the choices or menu. So this right here, guys, so as you can see, this is the prompt or the system.out.print. So as you can see, we'll show you and we will run the code. As you can see, guys, now I'm gonna run the code. So hit any key. So as you can see, guys, now the method, so this right here is the method statement that serves choices or menu. So right here, so for example, guys, I'm gonna add a new item to the first element of the list. So 1. So if I'm gonna add some item, then it will be 10, 15, wait, 5 and 10. So this is the first element. So as you can see, I'm done displaying the add a new item to the first element of the list. So it will loop. That is the purpose of the do while loop, because the do while loop is the repetition of the choices. So we repeat it again. So as you can see, guys, so it repeats the choices. That is the purpose of the do while loop. So guys, as you can see, we are adding the first element of the list, and second is that, so I'm gonna choose 2. So 2 right there. So enter item. So I'm gonna enter the new element sa last. So 15 and 20. I'm gonna add 20. Yeah, 20. So to display the first element, guys, so as you can see, I input the 5, 10, 20. So the first element of the list will be 5. So right here guys, I'm gonna choose 3. So the head or the first element is 5. So as you can see guys now. So next 4. I'm gonna input 4. So as you can see right here, the tail is equals to 20. So next guys, next is I'm gonna print the elements in the forward direction. So mo ni siya guys, sa katunawa in forward direction na I'm gonna choose 5. So as you can see, I input the first element is 510. So and the last element is 20. So if we are printing it forward, then the output here, as you can see guys, no, Ari the pita 510 20, it was printing forward. So I'm gonna choose 6. So as you can see, it was printing backward and it has a prompt printing backward. So 20 10 5. So next guys, I'm gonna choose 7. So remove from first, or the head from the head element from the list. So as you can see, it didn't happen, right? There's nothing outcome. But if you want to know what just happened, then just display the first element. So we're gonna choose 3. So as you can see guys, before ang head na to kay 5, but now it was 10 because we are deleting that 5 and change the head into 10. So as I expect earlier guys, that the current was changing into 10. So if our current was 5, then that current was equals to null. Then we were gonna exchange the previous current to the next current, which is 10. So as you can see, 10. Now next guys, so I'm gonna again remove the last or the tail from list. So 8. So as you can see, wala gapon na tabo. So we'll print the elements in backward print backward position guys. So as you can see guys, the remaining number is just 10. So as you can see guys, diba, we are deleting the first head, which is 5. We are deleting it. So as you can see, we are deleting it. Then the 5 has gone and it has become to null. And next is that we are setting the tail or remove the tail, and also what you call this guys, the value of tail is equals to null na. So as you can see, if we are printing it, so the remaining number is 10 because the 10 is not the number that we are moving or deleting. So number 9. So existing number, asking existing number 10, 15. So as you can see, there's nothing happened again. So we're gonna choose print the elements in forward direction. So as you can see right here guys, 10 15. So the 15 has been inserted successfully. So next, delete a node. So we are deleting a node entire thing you want to delete. So as you can see, I want to delete the number 10. So we're gonna print elements in forward direction again. So as you can see guys, the remaining item or elements is 15 because we deleted the number 10. So search an item or the node. So number 11. So the item you want to search, so I'm gonna search the 11 because I'm gonna choose to search is the 15. So as you can see, 15. So there's nothing happened. Then sorry, the 15 is found at the position 1 because 15 is the only number has remained, because some of it has been removed or or delete. So that is the purpose of the this operation, guys. Hoping that you learned something from today. Thank you and goodbye.